FPS. My name is WinonaPike.
And I'm Sphynxmafia, otherwise known as Sphinx, and welcome to the game.
Yes. Today I'll be playing Sakura Blossom.
I'm
sorry.
and I'll be playing Smudge.
And you said you had a little intro planned for
Yes.
Smudge?
Yes. We started off in the middle of the night, and someone's dreaming in their little box. It's Smudge, sleeping peacefully, having the same old dream that they always have, being in front of a stage and performing in front of people? ? It's just shapes and blobs like always. But so halfway through their little show, they don't end up in their second part of the dream. They end up in a long path. Smudge feels scared. They don't know where they're at. They don't see any of their friends. Nothing is familiar. They're holding something familiar. And Smudge runs, scared, not knowing where everyone is. They trip. And all of a sudden, they're a rabbit. They didn't want to be a rabbit. They're confused. They run again ahead, scared, wondering where their friends is, before seeing sharp teeth. And they wake up, scared, and they're in their box now.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, Sakura is not very sure how this room is laid out, but definitely Sakura is in her bed still sleeping, having a pleasant dream for the most part. She's definitely had the hike on her mind too, but not a nightmare has happened to her.
And Smudge is peeking out of their box, looking around, making sure that everyone is okay and is near them. They're trying to make sure that everyone is still there.
Nice. I say, yeah, Sakura is just gonna be still sleeping. You'll probably have to wake her up.
Yeah. Smudge gets out of their box and gently pats it. You hear a squeak squeak. Well, if you hear it. And Smudge immediately goes towards Sakura and shakes them awake. Sakura! Sakura!
Oh, Smudge. Are you okay?
Smudge shakes their head.
Oh.
And I had a nightmare.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Come sit down by me. And she sort of repositions herself, sitting up so they can sit together.
And Smudge accepts the invite and sits right next to Sakura. They're holding a plushie of themselves?
I think Sakura probably knows the plushie. She's like, where did you get that? That looks like you.
And Smudge holds it out and is like, oh, yeah, it is me. It was from my house. Home? Yeah.
Your house? She cocks her head a little bit in questioning.
And Smudge nods, and it's a big old place, a amusement park, I think.
Oh, you're from an amusement park. What? I don't think I even asked you this yet, but what made you want to leave? Oh, sorry, I messed up, but yeah, that's the question.
And Smudge kind of tries to think of it again and saying, I'm exploring. I got a list of what to do. One of them's learning, but I'm looking for some people.
Some people?
And Smudge nods. Yeah, don't really remember them. It's all shapes. It's people, though.
People, huh? Are you talking about your family?
Smudge is thinking for a second. They don't know what a family is. Is that?
I mean,
Wait, what's
you
a family?
say Sakura looks genuinely surprised. You must be. I mean, I knew you were a kid, but you must be pretty new to this world, aren't you?
Nods sheepishly.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's all right. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And she wraps her tail around him. Say, we all come into this world eventually, but a family is a group of people that, well, are at least in most cases related to you in some way. Most of the time, it's by blood. Others find people that they're very close to and they make their own family. Though I'm probably not explaining this very well. She sort of like sits, so she sort of like huffed her to her face, like in thinking thought, trying to figure out how to explain family at least a little bit better than she did.
Is it?
You go.
I thought you heard me. But Smudge is saying, is it like having friends?
They're close. It's similar to friends, but they're much closer than friends. They're people you can always depend on, are always supportive, and and you and they can make a insight check.
Okay. Oh no, I don't. Ah, dang it! I keep. Oh heck, I don't have their sheet open right now. No, give me a second.
It's okay.
Gosh. Insight. That would be. +2, same as always. Ah. Where should I roll that at? Oh, I see. Never mind.
Yeah, right there. The 12 PS roll zone.
D20. Dos. Ooh, 19.
Oh, that's really good. As you can see, as she like is talking, says that she feels that you can tell she's a bit uncomfortable of all these positive things that she's been saying about family. Say she's not say you, and you definitely think she's definitely not like hiding something, but as you say, as you like notice it, she quickly like shakes her head a little bit. She's like, well, also families usually consist of a mother, a father, and children, though mother and father are interchangeable to be two mothers or two fathers, or you say you say it could be a a group of people too. And she's trying to change. She's definitely trying to change the subject a little bit.
Smudge, with this knowledgeable insight, avoids, doesn't say anything about family anymore, and instead pats you with one of her paws, and the squeaking noise is back. But it's a softer squeak instead of the usual loudish squeaks. It's a soft.
Yes, you'll probably say you'll learn a lot more when you say as you travel around and stuff, but just be I mean, weren't there any people like your family you were the people that you're looking for at home, they weren't there when you woke up per se?
Smudge shakes their head. No, it was dusty, and there was lots of plants. There wasn't any people. I think I'm used to.
Hmm. She say, hmm. What you said you came from an amusement park, right? Do you remember its name?
Smudge Town amusement park, I think.
All right. I probably need to make a history check to see if I recognize that name.
Yeah. Roll history.
Mhm. All right. Okay, just want to make sure that modifier. Oh, that's a 16. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it is. Remember you remember this name. You don't know if you've heard of this park. It's old. No one has been there for a good minute. It was popular at once, but the company just shut down and no one bought it, so it was just there waiting.
Upon thinking about it and realizing this after Smudge tells you name, she sort of looks a little bit saddened by that. And it was like, I see. That park hasn't been used or been visited for a very, very long time to my knowledge. I have never been there myself. I see. For my parents didn't really take me on many vacations to that area, but I I don't know where to point you in the next direction. I would love.
Smudge kind of oh, Peck, sorry.
No, you go, you go.
Yeah. Smudge kind of looks sad when hearing this because roll an insight. I want you to roll an insight.
All right, now it's my turn. Ooh, 19. Nice.
Ooh, 19. That's pretty close.
Oh, wrong. That was the
oh,
wrong thing, but
oh no.
no, wait, was it the? No, yeah, it was in the wrong
Yeah, it
thing.
was in the wrong thing.
Oh
You
well.
you realize that Smudge looks sad at this, and you realize that they didn't know this information. They thought it was on a break, and they were probably waiting there for a good minute to keep it clean, just so people could come in, and so Smudge could maybe meet their friends, meet their family.
Sakura gives a little sigh and wraps more around Smudge. I'm really sorry to had to be the one to tell you this. I I mean, maybe you could find the people that made you out there in the world. It would definitely be a little bit of a challenge, but it's not impossible. There's still hope. She tries to cheer him up a little bit.
Smudge is nodding, and you hear them mutter, "Oh, I had a plan to go to Toontown because I think there's famous people there, and if they're famous, they must know mechanics. And if I go to Toontown, I'll find my family.
Hmm.
And I don't know how I ended up all the way in Hitoyama."
Well, you must have gotten pretty lost. But that's actually a pretty smart idea. You had the right track. There are many famous people there. Actors, actresses, there's good number of inventors, merchants. Yeah, definitely some engineers too that maybe live there now after the park is was closed. You were very smart in trying to head there.
Smudge smiles, and they feel proud of themselves for thinking up of this plan.
Though, you may need though, maybe after all this, you, I can help you get to Toontown. I've wanted to travel, n- well, off Ghibli, want to travel the rest of this continent. So maybe I can escort you to Toontown.
Smudge looks excited.
If I go to Toontown, I can find them. Maybe I can try and go to school again. I only went for a day. I
Well,
think I learned something.
well, you'll need more than a day to learn something at school, but Emily's. Wait, how did you even get to school? She started to think. She started to think. So she's like, "Wait, this child knows nothing about the world." She's like, "How did you figure out school?"
And their dad, yeah, had two conflicting ideas of school. One that it was boring, and the other that it was fun. Wait, no, that it was useful, not fun. And I they said something about me being there for a day, and then I could try and find what I'm looking for. So I did that.
I think you cut out a little bit at the first part.
Oh no! Oh, what was cut off?
Say, say the little. Say probably talking. I know what you're talking about because this happens. Like talking about Crew and Mad Lad. You didn't. You didn't say the names, but
Oh
yeah, it's all right. Say
yeah.
you're fine. But well, you get to say you can try to do it again if you want.
Yeah, I'll try it again.
And well, I went to school because I made a new friend, and at first I thought school was like, I didn't know it existed, and I had two conflicting opinions of it. One that it was boring and not fun, and the other was that it was useful. But I could make friends there, so and I went there for a day, and now I'm here.
I see. Well, you must have gotten pretty lost from that day to here, but at least I'm glad you at least found Hitayama, and I'm glad I found you. Now I can help you properly. And she gives him a little nuzzle.
Smudge nuzzles back and hugs you. There's probably they forgot about one of their paws, so there's probably a little bit of honey on you.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, if the people who don't know, there was like a little RP interaction the day yesterday, I think it was, between Smudge, Mad Lad, and Crew, who is Vegan Bear's character. As say,
Yeah.
it was this whole thing of tag, and
Yes.
basically, Mad Lad did not want to go to school. There was a chase scene, and then Crew caught him, and then Crew convinced Smudge to also go to school along with Mad Lad.
Yes.
It was a lot. It was a lot of fun, but
It was.
yeah. But Sakura then smiles like, "Hey, I want to say, since you were having a nightmare, I want to show you something. You know what helps me go to sleep and on restful nights like this?
Smudge is tilting their head.
A little bit of magic." And her horn started to glow a little, glow pink as little lights begin to flicker around them, and little balls of light. And she is cast dancing lights, and within these lights there are like little glowing fireflies that be seeming magical fireflies that seem to be making the light, and it's filling the whole room.
You see Smudge's reaction. They are awestruck at this, and they're just. If you look at their face, you can see that they're just so awestruck. Instead of having like their usual normal closed mouth, they kind of are smiling at seeing this, and you can just see their little secondary mouth.
My mother used to do this all the time when I was a little Billy. Her magic showed lanterns, but I'm a little bit more I like nature a little bit more. So when my lights come forth, they show fireflies.
It's very pretty.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I I'm I will admit I'm a bit more her like hoof scrapes the ground a little bit embarrassment. More attack oriented in nature when it comes to my magic. I will admit that I do have a propensity to like lighting things aflame, but I do like do these little cantrips that show a different side of me. A little bit softer, less fiery.
Nods and I'm kind of the same way. I'm more of a support instead of attacking, but I I can be intimidating.
Oh, I
And
know you can be intimidating.
yeah, yeah. Could you roll insight?
Oh, she's playing along with this, but
Yeah.
but I will roll insight.
Yeah.
That's that's a 7.
Oh no. Smudge Smudge seems to be very proud of themselves, but there's something under there. But they mean it when they say they can be intimidating. They're smiling and showing their second jaw.
Yeah,
Oh.
I bet you can be. But say say though, what was your nightmare about if I can ask? Maybe I
Oh.
can help you soothe your thoughts a little bit.
Smudge deflates a little remembering it, and
I it was it started out the same as my other dreams. My dreams don't change, but it changed this time. I I was a rabbit again, and I was being chased by something. No one was there. I couldn't. I wasn't. I wasn't. I couldn't scare it off. I. I didn't know what it was, so I just ran. It. It had sharp teeth.
I see. Well, you- well, sorry, need some water.
right, I'm gonna hydrate real quickly as well.
I'm guessing you
Hydration.
were yes. I'm guessing you were having a nightmare about that battle we had yesterday. But
Yeah.
you don't need to worry anymore. I'll be with you. Say you're not alone anymore in this world. You got we got plenty of friends.
Smudge smiles.
Yeah. Friends. It's nice to have friends.
I agree. It is very nice to have friends. I've Can you keep a little secret?
Smudge nods.
Yeah. Yeah. I can keep a secret.
Before this, I've only had one friend. I was not my family was protective, and so I didn't get to meet a lot of new people or colts or fillies of my age. The only one that I had a friend with, his name was Kai. He was a bit shyer. He actually sort of reminds me of Hajime in a way, but I was able to play with him a lot because he came from a more normal family like I did.
Well, I have me and everyone else.
Yeah, it's very nice to have friends, especially those who will support you.
It's good. Ah, if you have more than two, you can put in all your brains together and think. You don't get lost.
Indeed, indeed. Though even with all the brains that we had while hiking, we still got lost.
Yeah, we did.
But it's okay. As long as we're together, we can overcome anything, right? Sphinx?
Oh, did I blink out?
Yeah, you blinked out.
Oh no! Discord, why?
uh,
But Smudge agreed with you and said, "Yeah, we can do anything together. We
mhm.
can bring down any bad guys."
I agree. We can. And she gives him a little nuzzle again.
And Smudge nuzzles back.
But I promise to help, but I do want you to make another promise. Well, not a
Smudge
promise.
listens. Oh,
Sorry. It's alright.
sorry.
See, it's not maybe not much of a promise, but I do want you to keep this in mind. This family is complicated at times. It could be, from what I've seen, really good, but also bad. And as you saw with the salesman, it can bad things can happen any time. I I just want you to know that even if you can't find your family again, that you'll have us, your friends, and we won't abandon you ever.
Smudge nods, listening to this.
I'm sorry.
Keep that in mind.
Good.
It's like meeting new people, from what I've learned. The salesman seemed nice, but he was mean.
Yeah, but he also was very angry, and I
Yeah.
know from experience how anger can affect people. And she goes a little bit quiet from that.
Smudge hugs Sakura again, and I'm gonna roll something. I'm gonna roll hammer space to see if Smudge can get out something.
Mhm.
D10, right?
Yeah.
Bonk. Ooh, a 10. And Smudge pulls out from their hammer space a friend. It's a bucket. Inside the bucket is a octopus.
Do you need to pet Gerard? He's my pet.
Sakura laughs heartily and happily at this. I don't mind petting Gerard, as she then pets the octopus.
The octopus doesn't give any reaction. It is just sitting there.
And Smudge says, he was a gift.
Oh, really? From who?
I don't know their name. I think they're Cake Man.
Cake Man, eh? Well, it'd be interesting. I never met a cake man myself, but I'm always like to meet new people.
He was told me about school.
I see. So Cake Man was the one who told you about school. Very interesting. I've, like I said, I have not traveled much yet, but I'm hoping to meet all sorts of people, even if they're made of cake.
Smudge nods. Yeah, meeting new people is fun, and if you meet new people, um, you meet you gain more knowledge. I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for that.
I can tell. And I'll help you gain knowledge too. I actually am very knowledgeable about magic. Maybe
And oh, Peck, sorry.
I say, oh, she's just good at it, and maybe I can teach you some.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, your turn. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I blinked out, but Smudge is agreeing that that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. So, I say, you feeling better now?
Smudge nods.
Yeah, I feel better.
You know, I'm feeling better too. Though, I don't, though I'm still worried about this place to be honest. Kitayama seems nice, but that cloak figure that I saw still makes me a little bit worried. I'm worried about Hajime a lot. Honestly too. I've, from that book that he has, I'm guessing that other yokai may come after him.
And
And Smudge immediately puffs up.
don't worry, I'll help protecting them.
Hmm.
I'll knock down any bad guys. I'll bring out my water pistol. It's one of the most dangerous things I have.
Oh, really? And I'll make sure to bring a lot of firepower too. But I say, but hmm, I think we should probably start heading to bed. Don't you think?
And Smudge nods. They think for a moment, but
Is there something
Hey,
else?
Sakura, would it be alright if I sleep with you?
Sakura gives a very warm and soft smile. Of course you can sleep with me, Smudge.
and Smudge looks happy. They look towards Gerard and just give them a pat and gently put him back in their hammer space, in their little cowboy hat with a tiara.
Yeah, Sakura like repositioned herself again so Smudge can sleep with her and make sure he is like all nice and soft around her. Around him.
And yeah, and Smudge accepts being a part of this little pile. Yes.
This is nice. You know, I'm an only child. It's nice to be able to be close with someone else like this.
I'm gonna roll something to see if Smudge. I'm gonna roll intelligence for this child. 20. Huh? Heck.
It's
I
okay.
forgot the exclamation. Two. Oh, Smudge doesn't connect the dots.
Oh, oh, so adorable, so soft.
Yeah.
I'm not the best of singers per se, but maybe as we fall asleep, I can try. And she's gonna try to sing Smudge a little lullaby as they're wrapped around them, and all the night lights are floating in the air.
And Smudge will listen.
Let's see how good this is. That's a 10. She's a decent
average?
singer.
Yeah.
She's like regular singer. Like she isn't like awe striking, but she's pretty good at singing.
Yeah.
And I am not that good at singing, but we can imagine her singing a little lullaby as they drift off to sleep again.
Yeah. And
think-
Smudge is falling asleep. Oh, heck.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. Smudge is. Oh, dang, I keep interrupting when you're talking.
No, I was
sorry.
supposed to say you go.
Yeah, and Smudge is falling asleep, feeling happy. And this time, when they dream, it doesn't start out as it usually does. It starts out in a flower field with Smudge like picking flowers with all the friends that they made so far, and their dream is it remains like this, no fear, no nothing. But Smudge is holding the rabbit mask, and they place it on a rock. Oh, Peck.
You alright?
I gotta mute real quick.
You okay? Oh boy. Oh boy. Technical difficulties, everyone. We'll be right back.
I'm sorry. I was.
No, you're fine. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's just. I. I was jump scared by a family member.
Oh no, you're totally fine.
Yeah. They didn't know I was in my game.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. You want to you said you want to finish that little dream?
Yeah. And the rabbit mask is placed gently on a rock in the dream. And Smudge just continues picking flowers with her friends now.
Say Sakura dreams too. Sakura dreams too, and her dream is similar to yours. Very happy. Hers is out. Say though hers are out in a sort of orchard, cherry blossom orchard with so many like blooming cherry trees, and she comes across a giant wall, and she gives a little bit of a sigh as she looks back, and there's this giant like Japanese style mansion in the background, and she looks at the wall, and when she again looks at the wall, she sees a giant door, and with a big sigh and release, she uses her magic to open the door, and she sees all the friends she's made on the other side, and she crosses the door, and you can see the camera fade to light as you get the feeling that she is now ready to take the next step on her journey with the friends she made along the way. And I feel like that's a good place to end the FPS.
Yes. So soft.
Mhm. Oh, that was a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah, say thank you guys so much for listening in on this FPS. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah. And sorry for the little miniature, like that little blip of me disappearing.
It's okay. Technical glitches happen all the time.
Yes.
So yeah,
it's not Toonkind without technical difficulties.
indeed. So we'll see you guys all next time for the next FPS. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.